big world exclusive news break here. Preeti stays with me. We're joined live from Zaporizhzhia, the place in southeastern Ukraine that the whole world is watching. Nick Nalivkin is live from Zaporizhzhia, where there has been a Russian attack on a nuclear facility. Nick, welcome. Thank you for being here with us on India Today. What can you tell us? You are there in Zaporizhzhia, Nick. The world is watching this city. What happened there last night? What happened?
Hello, I really appreciate your attention, and I want to thank all the Indian people who are supporting our people in our war against the Kremlin maniac. And tonight's disaster, tonight's attack on the nuclear power station was another crime, was another war crime that must be punished as soon as we can do it. And we Ukrainians are defending our native country, we're defending our native land, we're defending our homes, and everything could change tonight, because the whole world could be destroyed by the Kremlin maniac Putin. And our President Volodymyr Zelensky has told about it in his official transmission, in his official video. And I can prove to you that we all the city heard the bombs, we heard the booms, and we didn't know what to do. But they can't defeat us. They can't steal our smile, they can't steal our lives, and they can't steal our Ukraine.
Can you tell us what kind of, can you tell us what is the current situation at the nuclear facility? There was shelling that took place there. You heard the shelling. We've seen some of those pictures and videos as well, which have come out in the media. Can you tell us from there on the ground in Zaporizhzhia? Yours is the first voice coming out of that city where this nuclear facility came under attack. What is the situation at the nuclear facility right now?
The region is inside of war. The region in Enerhodar is in the middle of the big war and of the bloody war. So the situation is not as good as we all want. But as far as we know from the official statistics and from the official statements, the fire was defeated, and now the nuclear situation for now, at the moment, it is not. It didn't happen. The humanitarian catastrophe didn't happen yet, but we are demanding, we are asking to close the sky above Ukraine. We are asking to defeat these absolutely terrorists that are trying to explode the nuclear power station.
Nick, what is the is the Zaporizhzhia power station, the nuclear power station, is it in the control of Russians? The Russian government says we are controlling the nuclear power station now. Is that true?
As far as I know, they don't. But we are all watching the official statements. We don't know.
Nick, that's the question I wanted to ask, because right now it seems that the operations inside the power plant are being managed by Ukrainians, correct?
We hope so. We hope so, and as far as I know, that's true.
So inside, and you're saying outside, the Russians have taken over. Inside, operations are managed by Ukrainians right now. There is no radiation leak till now, correct?
No radiation leak. Yes, you're right.
What is the next step? Are the Ukrainians trying to, it looks like a situation, like Preeti said, Nick, where the Russians have surrounded this facility. They're not letting anybody come in or out right now. So they've basically put this facility under siege. It's a matter of time before they take it over then.
We hope our warriors and our defenders would be strong, and we hope that we will win this war, this local war, and this whole war. But I can't tell you the official information, because it is in our media, and I don't know anything further.
Nick, How close did this come to being a disaster? We know that, in any nuclear facility, there is always a very big safety zone. There can be no firing of any kind anywhere close to this facility. Did this come very, very close? Because we understand that there is some small damage to the Unit 1 reactor complex, the auxiliary building, as a result of which one of the units has been taken off the grid. So this was a very close issue. It came very close to damaging the actual facility.
I can tell exactly how close we were to the great disaster and how close the world was to the great disaster. But
Yes.
I think that was pretty close. That was another sleepless night for every one of us. And we were just reading these news, just scrolling the news. And all of us were absolutely shocked by another decision of the Kremlin bloody terrorists. We don't know how it can happen, how the human being person can do this. We don't know. We don't understand.
Nick, I want to ask you, in the town of Zaporizhzhia, which is still under Ukraine control, is there a power crisis at all? Because a lot of power which comes in is from the plant. Has there any disruption in, the power which the plant makes? Is there any disruption at all?
The situation with the power is okay right now. Sometimes we have problems with the network, and I apologize for not having the opportunity to connect with you because I had problems with network, and as a matter of fact, I had some business with volunteers and so on. So right now the situation is stable.
Is the city right now under siege? Because Zaporizhzhia is in Ukraine control. The power plant is with Russia right now. Is the city also under siege right now? Is there an assault being mounted?
The city is preparing. The city is preparing for the greatest defense we have ever expected and we have ever happened.
How far is the city from the power plant then?
We are in 80 kilometers.
So 80 kilometers, you are expecting a massive assault off from the power plant, which is the main city of Zaporizhzhia. It's expected any time is what you're telling us.
Yes, exactly. We are ready, and our people are ready. Our people are gathering around. They are doing their best to defend their native city. But I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything more specific. I can tell you specific information. Sorry.
Nick, how well defended is the city right now? The Ukrainian armed forces have been defending other cities. The city itself of Zaporizhzhia, how well defended is it by the Ukrainian military, the Ukrainian ground forces?
We are defended by our military forces. We are defended by our civilian defense. We are defended by our sportsmen. We are defended by our volunteers. We are defended by all of us. All of us are preparing to defend our city, and we are right in this question. We are right here and right now. We are not scared.
Is there an attempt now by those who are defending the city of Zaporizhzhia, which is, of course, you said the citizens and the army, to take back the power plant, which is under Russian control? Will there be an attempt, or you're going to let that be with Russia now?
Well, I don't have any information about that. I don't know, and I am just like you. Yes.
How far away, Nick, are you from the from the nuclear facility? How far away are you from there? Can you show us around you a little bit to see where you are, if you're able to?
Yes. This is our house.
Okay. And how far away are you from this nuclear facility that the entire world is watching right now?
Maybe 80, 90 kilometers.
Okay. And do you know people who work over there? There must be a lot of fear and anxiety right now in families of people who work at that facility, because now it is practically under siege, as Preeti said.
Well, I don't know personally, but I pray for them, and I want all the whole world to pray for them and to be with them, be with Ukraine. Don't save us, but stay with us. That's what I want to say.
You know, the president of Ukraine, Nick, has said that any attempt to damage what is there, the nuclear facility in this Zaporizhzhia, could make it 100 times more dangerous and destructive than the Chernobyl disaster of 1986. The whole world remembers what happened in Chernobyl in 1986, but this a disaster here would be 100 times worse.
This is exactly why we are demanding and asking to close the sky. That is exactly why we are having the war, you know, with not the enemy. We're having the war with somebody crazy, somebody insane, because that's the crime against humanity. That's not gonna happen. I have never thought that in 2022 we will be having this conversation, and my family will be having these conditions, and my country will be having this damage. That's insane.
Is there a sense of heightened fear right now, because now you feel that Zaporizhzhia is going to be taken over? Is there a sense of fear in the community around?
The community around has no fear. The whole community is ready to fight. The whole community is doing something to defend their homes and to defend their houses. Yes, somebody has gone abroad, somebody has gone to the eastern part of our country, but the main part of Zaporizhzhian Cossacks are here on our land, and we are doing our best to be the real defenders.
You know,
in
Nick,
different ways, you know, in different ways. There are volunteers, there are drivers, there are instructors, there are military services, there are civilian defenders, they are informational, frontier, because we are reading the informational attacks from the Russian media, from the Russian blogs, and they are absolutely foolish, they are absolutely lying, because we are living here and we're watching it all with our own eyes.
Nick, how is your city doing? How is your town doing as far as food and water is concerned? Because as the military forces from Russia encircle the cities, like we have seen in places like Kharkiv, in the north, there are food, electricity and water problems. People are not able to get those. How are you doing in your town of Zaporizhzhia?
At the moment, in our city, in our Zaporizhzhia, we don't have any problems, but there are some cities around us, such as Vasilievka, Tokmak, and Enerhodar, and they are suffering. They don't have food, they don't have light, they don't have medicine. And we are, our defenders, doing their best to save them too. And we are demanding again, I'm saying it again because it must be heard, we are demanding to close the sky above Ukraine. That is the question of lives of our families, of our children, and of us.
All right, Shiv, do we have any more questions, or should we let Nick go?
Yeah, just one final question, Nick, and thank you so much again for your for speaking to Preeti.
Thank
and
you.
We very much appreciate it. Just one last question.
Friends.
Just one last question for you. How are you doing? How is your family? What are you planning to do to keep them safe? Are there bomb shelters near where you are? What is your plan?
Yes, now our life is from the alarm to another alarm, and from the bomb shelter to bomb shelter. But we hope and we are sure that everything will be fine and that we are going to win. And I ask the world to stay with Ukraine, and all the Ukrainians smile to win. They don't take out our smile, they don't take out our spring, and they don't take out our Ukraine. That is the statement that I have created right now.
Well, Nick, that's a very brave statement, and we are beaming it out to our viewers, and there are many, many watching. Shiv and I wish you and your family well. We wish you strength and fortitude to face, whatever lies ahead. May God be with you if you are a believer. Good luck, Nick. We'll keep coming back to you. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you
Thank you.
joining us. You know, Shiv, this is it. You know, every time you speak to a local, a resident, the kind of resilience at times of war, you know, is just astounding. It's spellbinding.
And we've seen it everywhere, you know, in the coverage of the Ukraine war so far. 9 days, and every single day, you know, voices of strength, people staying positive, citizens coming together at a time of crisis of this kind. You're seeing it, you know, on the Russian side as well, as people bid goodbye to their military men. Ultimately, it is the soldiers that come here to do the dirty work when politicians cannot agree. That's the sad reality of war. Let's never forget that that's the sad reality of war. The reality today is that the world may have come just a little bit closer to a nuclear disaster. And that continues to be our big focus right here on India Today.
Russia attacks nuke plant, world on edge. This plant in meltdown will mean 100 times Chernobyl. Biggest global threat on invasion's day 9. No nuclear safety margins by firing forces. Zaporizhzhia secure, but for how long? If this nuke plant leaked, there will be a colossal disaster. As Russia takes control of Zaporizhzhia plant, hair-raising images of fire at plant surface. Nuclear disaster looms.